Good morning. Good morning. All right, mic is on. All right, so first thing first, let's go ahead and hop onto the main screen. So on the main screen today, we have a couple of speeches and things coming out for November the 20th. We have the testimony of Vice Chair for Supervision, Michael S. Barr. That is going to be at 10 a.m. We have hearing on oversight of prudential regulators before the U.S. House Financial Services Committee in Washington, D.C. We have the speech by Governor Lisa D. Cook, Economic Outlook and Monetary Policy at the UVA. Economics presents a conversation with Federal Reserve Board Governor Lisa D. Cook and Dean Krista Acampora, Charlesville, Virginia. We got I don't know, maybe that's just VA, Charlesville, I don't know. Speech, Governor Michelle W. Bowman, approach to agency policy making at the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches, West Palm Beach, Florida. And then the commercial paper and select interest rates. So we got a couple of things coming out with people talking today. We'll have to see how that actually plays into the market. Let's go ahead and look over at the scanners. So I went through these top volume movers already and picked out the ones that have catalysts. Leading mover on the day is QSI. We'll look through these catalysts, but I'll just go through them real quick. QSI, TE, XP, XLXN, DBGI, TVGN, KIT up 19%. That's pretty much where the percent gainers kind of end. Top volume on these is TNXP with 142 million shares of volume. But it also has now almost 142 million shares of volume, and it's up 75%. But in comparison to QSI, has more volume, but QSI is running up to it. Let's go ahead and look through some of these news catalysts. So we'll start with QSI, which I think has the hottest news, and that's probably why it's up the most, but I don't know how I'm going to play it today. I don't know if it's going to actually follow my setup, but we'll see. So an hour ago, a Ventor to distribute Quantum SI's next generation protein sequencing technology. Quantum SI, this was 2 hours ago, Quantum SI to develop acceleration platform and advanced core technologies in collaboration with NVIDIA. And then Quantum SI expands collaboration with Skywater to develop new chip production process, critical for groundbreaking new proteomics platform. And then 3 out. So it's got quite a bit of news, and it has a big player's name in there, which is a collaboration with NVIDIA. So that is why it's up today. Next one is TNXP. Or wait, I'm looking for the ones that actually have news. Oh, okay. It had a little bit of news. TNXP. One day, or this is recent news, but we see it's to present at the Winter 2024 Investor Summit virtual. It presented data analyzes the effects of fibromyalgia, XYZ. I don't think that's going to be the hottest one on today. It's just a presentation. So if it goes crazy, it would definitely surprise me on TNXP. But I mean, we'll just keep it on for now. SLXN. Selection Therapeutics 33 minutes ago. They're to present at the Noble Capital Markets Annual Emerging Growth Equity Conference. It says their selection therapeutics reports. And so this is pretty much earnings. I really try to stay away from earnings, but this was a week ago and all they got is a presentation. So not too hot right there. I'm going to take that one off. We also have TVGN. TVGN press releases. 16 hours ago, this is the third quarter financial report. So basically, earnings again. Don't really like that. It is up, what, 22%. That's probably why it's not up that much because the people that are already in it have made their little gas on it. And then the last one is Kit, which I don't know if it's gonna do anything. It's at 19%, but with the other two on board, I just don't know if it's gonna be able to kick up any stones. Kit, Nauticus Robotics, and Sea Trepid International collaborate to bring toolkit software to ROVs. And that was 15 hours ago. And then the last news is just earnings. So let's look into this and see what they're talking about. Software onto ROV. I don't know what ROV stands for. Remotely operated vehicle, probably. Maybe. ROV, okay. Anyway, not too hot. Well, what's any money news here? Or big names? Not really. Okay, so that's why it's up 19%. So the ones that I'm going to be watching today out of the open especially is TNXP and QSI. QSI has the part or collaboration with NVIDIA. Not really a partnership. We can't call it that. It said a collaboration, so we have to take it at face value. But we'll go back over here and actually look into this news and see if they have any kind of money talk in here as well, especially from NVIDIA. Okay, Quantum SI. So we will start with the nearest news. Let's see. So Quantum, this one was a day ago. Honored. Okay. Announces NASDAQ listing. Innovation to partner on Prometheus. Let's go to this. Okay. Combined teams aim to deliver novel Prometheus. I cannot say that name. Platform in under 2 years. So this is something that's going to happen or that they want to happen in 2 years from now. Planet Innovation has a team of over 400 people with expertise across design, development, and manufacturing of scientific instrumentation and medical devices. Set to debut in the first half of 2025. So we'll have to see. This is a medical stock, biotech type sounding stock. Let's flip over to Yahoo Finance on it. QSI. And this just keeps me from having to flip through a whole bunch of them on Yahoo Finance. Just find the news catalyst and then can bring them over here and see what they're actually talking about, what their floats are and things like that. Let's see. So we got Quantum SI Incorporated, a life sciences company, engages in the development of single molecule detection platform to enable next generation protein sequencing. The company's platform is comprised of the Platinum NGPS instrument, the Platinum Analysis software service, and a reagent kit and reagent kits and semiconductor chips. So this is one of the big words, and then the collaboration with NVIDIA was another kind of word that might spark people's interest. It is used in protein identification, protein variants, antibody characterization, biomarker identification, and post-translation modification analysis applications. The company was founded in 2013 and is headquartered in Branford, Connecticut. Okay, so US based company. And now let's jump over to TNXP. Oh, first, let's look at the floats. Float is 102 point. That is a pretty high float for this stock. For this to be a low float. 102 million. That is significant. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if that one's gonna do what we think it's gonna do. I'm gonna be wary of QSI. What about TNXP? Go to the profile. Tonix Pharmaceuticals Holding Corp. We got Tonix Pharmaceutical Holding, blah, 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 a bunch of stuff about medical stuff. Let's see. It was founded in 2007 and is headquartered in Chatham, New Jersey. Whole bunch of medical things. I see COVID-19 in here and things like that. Let's go check its stats out. These are the top two movers and the top two volume holders on the day. Okay, it has a float of 22 million, but it is 29 cents. Let's go and look at the actual chart, and then I'll look at CQIS is going up like this, but looking at that float, that's gonna be something that could be very, very dangerous on this one today if it starts to just chop around at $1, because people can really, really ring it out. But TNXP, looking over here, 29 cents. It has a much lower float. But these are the two with some pretty nice catalysts. So we'll see if anything overshadows them. Maybe QSI has to fall, and TNXP have to fall for something to go on. Yesterday I did trade this stock, which was PRFX. I saw it in the open popping up. And of course, I was looking for the ATR break. It broke right here, and I got in 3,500 shares, and it went into a halt. I got in at 135 here. Once it started holding, it jumped up to 140, like 2-ish, and halted. And as soon as it was trying to come out of that halt, I was taking profits. So it popped up and gave me a quick little 450 bucks. So up in here was where I was selling the most of it. It did rip higher, but I just already had 400 bucks in pocket. So I was like, why risk it? Why just hold it and see, it did go an extra what? It went up here to 183. So it went another, that would have been a 50-cent move on 300 or 3,500 shares. So what is that? What is that mathematics? Times 50 cents. Would have gave me a little bit more, but I don't like to be greedy. That's a 1,700. But who's to say that I would have caught this exact top, right? Because it did start to break over these previous areas of resistance, but I had already jumped out. And then it came back down, swung under here. It came back during lunchtime or right before lunchtime. And I took another trade right here for the break of ATR high from the 136 up here to around the 145-ish level. Got another 75 bucks off of that. I was looking for it to get up to 140. That's all I wanted to see was a breakout of this level. I was taking profit, and I'm glad I did because look at the next candle. Bam. Right back under that ATR high. But those two put me up. And then I took an accidental trade. So I actually was looking at my dividend stocks and just researching some dividends. And I looked back at PRFX and I accidentally traded in the wrong account. So that trade, I traded on this one. So I got in on this one in both accounts. I got in the other account, 600 shares. The dividend account, 600 shares here. And then I got in on the day trade account, 800 shares here. And so when it started going up, first of all, I had already made a mistake in my dividend account. So I was looking to get out of that one first. So I got on out of that one, 25 bucks in the profit up here around the 40s. And then I was looking at my day trade account and ended up taking around like 45-ish level here before the next candle closed. So good trades. Ended the day up 570, no, 550, $547. My bad. $547. So it was pretty nice on this little one. It's been a while since I've traded penny stocks, but I'm using the same methods that I would use with the SOXL or whatnot, looking for those ATR breaks. looking for the catalyst and letting it ride for me. So it was pretty nice. Um, anyway, looking at QSI, remember this thing has a much higher float than what it looks. Yo, Amputee RC, what's up? What's up? In the building. Just going over the trades, going over what's hot today and why, you should probably be wary of QSI. QSI has really good news with NVIDIA and the microconductors, but I don't know about the that float. It may be a little choppy. So it may force you to hold longer than you're used to. Yesterday, the trades that I took both were 17-minute trades or something like that. Let me go look. Let me go look real quick. Oh, I got this up on the other side. Let's see. Where are my trades? This month. Okay. So right now, I jump back into small cap land. This is what I'm looking at like on the month. 71% win rate. I took 14 trades. I lost 4, but my losses were a little bit sizey. I am green on the month. I kind of made it back with these um last few small cap trades. Started out the month 166 bucks. Then I took this earnings trade on Lyft that killed me. I was like, made me mad, whatever. Jump back on the wagon. Now, these days where I was trading SOXS, it was kind of choppy and it was stopping me out a lot. And I was just pretty much getting lunch money, just lunch money, lunch money, lunch money. SOXL. Now, some of these, it's just like, come on, man. But I'm kind of mediating the risk now, trying to get back into some small cap trading. These last couple of trades kind of brought me back over these losses. Now the greens did help. So I had a small cap trade right here of 530 bucks on SPPL. Then I had the one yesterday on PRFX for 450, and then I had a 70. Then I have one in my other account which is not on this journal. I didn't want to add it in here. I didn't want to mix portfolios because it's supposed to be dividend strictly. And this portfolio is supposed to be what do you call it? Day trade specific. So yeah, but anyway, mediating the losses, getting back on. Yeah, no, I saw that. Do I prefer shares or options? Shares all day, every day. Less risk, more control. I don't have to do. See, I started trading options, and options were very volatile. A lot of math involved in those. I mean, it's math involved in all of it, but when you go to deltas and betas, and you have your alphas and all this Greek nomenclature, and some people be like, well, you don't need all that. You don't need it, but it definitely helps to understand it. So, looking at that every day, doing those calculations, just when I could just come out here on stocks, look at the news, take the trade, not get an exponential loss because options sometimes move on, they're very affected by volatility in the stock. So even when something is going up or something is going down, the options may not reflect that immediately. You know what I mean? Like you could have options going down as the price is going up, and you're like, what's going on? And then eventually it starts going up, and it's like, okay, now here goes the options. So you may have to have a longer hold time. But as far as long term trading, I like the idea of options. When it comes to like Mike D is one of our viewers, and he's also a member in the Discord. He does a lot of long term options plays where it's like specific strategies for specific, ideas in the market, whether you're thinking it's going up, going down, gonna hold stable, using condors, using butterflies, using that kind of thing for long term, I believe in. But day trading options can definitely lead to some bigger losses for sure. QSI going on up. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm seeing everything that is getting a lot of volume here in the market. Um, the Greeks definitely play a big part. I got ate up a few times. Oh yeah, let me tell you about getting ate up. So when I started options, I didn't realize that options were a derivative of stocks. And I really didn't until I went through school and everything. I took a lot of math. But once I learned about derivatives, I was like, what am I doing in options? I don't even understand the mother stock. If I can't be profitable in stock trading, how in the world am I going to be profitable in options? How? If the stock is the mother thing and the option is like a branch of the mother, I need to understand the mother because when she gets angry or she's stressing, I need to understand how that's gonna affect the child. And so I didn't understand that, and I got cooked a couple. Well, no, two big times I got cooked. And they put me down like 10K. So one loss was like 5K, and then another loss was 5K, and I was like, bruh, something is going on. And this was when I was kind of first starting off day trading and all that stuff. And I was trading. Actually, where was I trading? Was I trading on Robinhood at that time? I was trading on like a trash platform. I think it might have been Robinhood. I believe it was Robinhood, but it was when Robinhood first started. You know, like before they got all the bugs figured out and things like that. It was like they first came out. And I was like, okay, well, this is a free system. I can do options trading here. I wasn't getting at first they were doing I don't think they were doing pattern day trading on options. I think you could do options all the time on Robinhood at that time. But yeah, because when I was trading stocks, I kept getting hit with the PDT rule and just being like, man, I took my three trades for this rolling period. Now I can't trade anymore. So I was like, let me just go and try some options and XYZ. And yeah, I learned real quick. You need a pretty good platform to trade seriously in any market. And you're like, because Robinhood, I was on my phone. I was like, oh, okay, getting cooked. But now I can say I did have some winning trades, but the only thing is I really didn't understand like looking at multiple, not just multiple time frames, but looking at parallel stocks or parallel securities. So things that follow, like let's say if the market's going up. At that time back then, I didn't even know about the NQ or the market or anything going up. I was just looking at the stock that I was trading. And so by doing that, I was handicapping myself. I'm looking at the stock that I'm trading, but it is dependent on some outside variable. And so I'm like, oh, why did this thing just slam on me? And then if I would have just went back and looked at the market, what the market was doing, market slamming, and I didn't see it. And so I got wrecked. Looking at one security. All of these things are tied together. It's like blood flow or like a system. Like nothing's moving by itself. Nothing. There's some parallel out there. Something that can be seen. So I usually look for multiple points of visibility to kind of get an idea of strength in the market first on the day. And today, let's actually look over here on the scans. We can see what is up right now is all the things tied to Bitcoin. So CONL is Coinbase, Mara, CLSK, Riot, all of these things that are tied to Bitcoin are the biggest movers. And you can see in the ETFs, SOSS, which is a inverse of the market, is an inverse. I'm gonna have to call him back in a little bit. Inverse of the market, you can see it has a negative beta score, is up on the day. So that means the market is probably moving down. And let's go look at the market and what it's doing. So we click over here to NQ. Where's the NQ? NQ is negative on the day. And so the SOXS is up. So it is green. Now, I was trading this back here on before it made this dropout. I had looked at this nice little downtrend that it had here, and I had marked it up in XY. I already knew I was in a downtrend, so I knew I was going to have to stop. And so I kind of gave it a little bit of room, ended up stopping out down here, but I'm so glad I stopped out before it broke down 2100. Took a little loss, whatever, right? But look at the move that it made from that 2100. If I continued to hold, I think I was trading SOXS on that day, which is this trade right here. Or no, not cent. XOXL. Was it this one? Wait, what? Let me see what date that was. This date was the 14th. Okay, 14th. So what happened on the 14th? 14th. Right here. So I took a $200 loss, but I stopped out before. Like if I didn't stop out, I probably would have been down maybe $1,000 or more down here to this bottom. And then it comes back up, and now it tested this previous channel that I had. So it tested this, came up here, tap once, tap twice, tap 3 times, and showing a little bit of downwards pressure, which is why we see the SOXS up. But yeah, I just kind of look around the market to see those parallels. Let's go back over here. So right now out of the open, I want to see QSI fail. It may continue to push up, but it is a higher float, so I think it's gonna chop. It's gonna get choppy, even if it does make a big move out of the open. I think it's gonna chop around. SLXN, that's not one. TNXP was the only other one that I saw with a little bit of catalyst, but it's kind of looking sad right now as well. And we'll get the ATR calculations out here briefly. RexCon, what's up? What's up? So we got. Yeah, the underlying, I don't know if you finished that statement that you were making, RexCon, but I see the underlying right there. But yeah, so we got 2 top movers to watch, and if one of these without strong catalyst takes over on the day, I'll just have to see if I want to play it or not. If it breaks the ATR high and starts to hold it and tries to go higher, then maybe it'll give an opportunity. It is hump day. There's definitely been opportunities every day on the small caps that I've seen, but we'll see where we land. Green on the week right now, green on the month. So just taking it in little by little and just observing market environment. We got less than 2 minutes left. I really didn't look too much at the at news today, other than the ones that we saw sticking out. Let's see. Why Nvidia earnings could be sink or swim for the bull market. Target posts big earnings on big earnings miss. So they missed their earnings on Target. Walmart is up. Nvidia traders brace for its potential 300 billion earnings move. Okay, so this is Yahoo Finance. This is just on their homepage or whatnot, so you can look out there if you want to. But for right now, I'm just gonna watch QSI destroy people and see if anything else interesting wants to pop up. We have about 1 minute left. We'll see. I don't see any of the big names up like Nvidia or any of those up here with a lot of volume. Here's the scan right here. Not seeing, and these are the top 10 movers. And the lowest one is 10 million shares traded. So nothing has really gotten over 10 million that's like Nvidia or Tesla or anything like that. They'll probably populate here later. And then I also check my small cap gap scanner, my inverses, market followers, and my small cap no gap scanner. And what I mean by that is there basically wasn't any pre-market action. All right, so about 22 seconds left. $146% mover. About to get these ATRs out here. Let's see where the ATRs are. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, come on. And there's the open. Okay, so we have ATR high up here of 166, ATR low of 146. I'm looking for a break of ATR high. Let's swing around to TNXP real quick. Same thing. Wait, this is the move. TNXP, so it has ATR high up here of 29 cents, ATR low of 23 cents. Until it breaks that ATR high, I can't do anything with it. Okay, so QSI pushing down towards ATR low, so this one's about to be dead to me. But as long as it stays in between this, I just call it consolidation. I don't want to trade consolidation. I want to trade a nice little breakout, but right now it's looking like some bearish motion there. TNXP up 62%, but still in consolidation. Let's just go down the list. XL, XN, and I need to update my scans too. Update my scans. There. Small cap. Yeah. Then this one as well. No cap. No gap, I mean. All right, so this is what my small cap gapper is looking like right now. It's got 4 up here. We got FBRX, which is not a whole lot of volume, but it's up 74%. We can actually look at that. We looked at these other 3, which I didn't really like. Let's go look at FBRX here. FBRX. Okay, let's go and see what your news is. FBRX. And this is NASDAQ.com. I come and check these press releases. I really don't care about any other news but the news that is posted by the company. So Forte Biosciences announces oversubscribed 53 million private placement from leading healthcare institution investors to advance FB102 across autoimmune indications. Okay. So 53 million equity financing to support that. Let's go look at the chart real quick. So it looks like it's already under the ATR low, and is it into a halt? It looks like it is into a halt. And so I'm looking for the ATR breakout. So I'm not seeing what I want to see today right now. Consolidation. Okay, QSI, that one is the larger float. It is halted upward. I don't trust it. And then XL, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's see. NVIDIA popping up now, and it is red on the day. So it is coming onto the screen under the ATR low. And I'm thinking this has got some bearish sentiment with it, and it looks like it has some bearish sentiment with it. Come on, AGR. What you got going? I've seen AGR. Remember a couple years ago, I think AGR was popping up. Getting a little lag here, but that's okay. But none of them showing me what I want to see out of the open. Kits. Yeah, AGR is just not populating. Everything else is populating. Okay, let's just see. ELAB, yep, that's coming up. PVM, all of that. Okay, so this was the one that I traded yesterday, and it's just down there looking like it wants to break down the $1, which was PRFX. Traded that one for nice gains. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one off of my scan because, I mean, it's not doing anything. And TNXP, what can you do today? And a lot of people ask me, man, why don't you trade like lower time frames on these cheaper ones, like a 26-cent one? Because I can just see more, or I can see less. I can see more and less. More of the actual strength and weakness in the market, and less of 100 million candles out here moving around. So it keeps me from, getting drunk and just trading anything. And I can see clearly, hey, this thing doesn't look too strong, hasn't broken that ATR high, so I don't know what it's trying to do, but I'm gonna stay out the way. Point of control right now on this one is 26 cents. So I'm thinking a breakdown there is going to show some true weakness. This one still halted QSI with 100 million shares traded. $100 million shares traded, but anyway, we'll see. When is this thing supposed to be opening up? When did it halt? Trade halts. QSI halted at 9:32.23. And so that will be opening at 9:37.23. SLXN didn't really have the catalyst for today that I really liked. Okay. But for other than that, we have a couple of things that just do the whole crypto type moving with, come on now, populate. Don't play with it. Populate. Wow, they're not populating. Okay, there's Mara populating there, but still not catching up. You can see the prices move. Okay, there it is, catching up. There we go. Okay, so hit a high of 2150. CLSK, Clean Spark, is also something that is very tied with crypto. Oh my goodness, why isn't it populating? Oh well, it's up 4%. Oh, there it is. Got over the ATR high, pulled back in here, 14.99. So in consolidation as well. Mara pulling back down. CONL. I don't know why these things are taking so long. Not my internet, I know that, because my stream would go down. Okay. But yeah, this is what I'm looking at on my scans. I have a market follower scanner, which things that are going to be moving either with the market or with crypto, or just with the sentiment of the market in general. Looking over here on Overwatch, you can see that for the most part, other than crypto, the market is going on down. So we got the VIX is up, and then if we look down here, the things that we want to see going up, like the NQ is red on the day. The IWM is the penny stock, the small cap mover, and this red on the day. So that could be a sign, hey, small caps may not be that hot today if IWM is down on the day, right? We have the semiconductors are down. All this stuff is moving down the market. So just to keep an eye. Target, wow, Target made a big move down with that market miss that they did. But like I said, this is earnings. I usually don't play earnings on the day of, and this thing dropped from 156 on Target to 125. Could be something for a longer term type deal because it's gonna have to do a lot of work. It may consolidate here for a little bit, but I think it could continue. Oh my goodness, NQ is diving. SOXS, it should be nice and green on the day, which it is. And the NQ is diving. So let's look at NQ too. I could trade SOXS since everything is diving here. Let's see, where's NQ? Look at that. Look at that move down on the NQ. Clapped. So everything, let's jump over here to my other screen. So everything is red right now and under the ATR low. So I'm thinking it's got some bearish momentum and could continue bearish. Breaking down here on the NQ, on the QQQs, and on the SPY. So I want to see, what I want to see is it try to come back up. I want to see all of them try to come back up and then go down, and then I'll be interested in SOXS today, which is nice and green. It is above the ATR high. ATR high right here is 24.56. And so I want to see a pullback and a hold above that level. So small caps are pretty dead on today. I think I missed the open of QSI, but I'm not too worried about that. More focus on SOXS today for a pullback and an entry for it to break these highs, break back over 25. But we'll see. It's all just a waiting game right now, but I found a correlation between NQ, QQQ, and SOXS, so that's all good. Anyway, you know what I'm watching today, SOXS. I haven't seen anything else new pop onto the scanners. Nothing. So I'm watching SOXS today to see what happens, but I'm about to get to this morning meeting. If SOXS can give a nice little pullback, I'll take a scalp on it today for sure. Only 25 bucks, so yeah, could be great. Looking back this previous day, it kind of slowed down around this, or coming up to this 25.99, and so just looking for it to chill out here or close up here. I could make this my out, but if I make this my out, this would be a 40-cent risk back to the ATR high there if it breaks that down. But it's also got a really long testing candle all the way down here to 24.27. So I don't know if it can get back down there. Looks pretty good to be going down though. So I'm just gonna watch, let this candle close, and be ready to trade SOXS for continuation. Anyway, that is it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't stream all day. I stream, let you guys know what I'm looking at. If you aren't in the Discord is free. It is where we continue conversations throughout the day after the stream goes off. Talk about things that we're seeing in the market, new things that are popping up, new catalysts coming out, and just strategy in general. So you can join the Discord if you want to. It is free. The link is in the top of the chat. But yeah, and it's also will be in the description. But yeah, that is it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, market is dumping. I like what I'm seeing on SOXS, and we'll see if we can get any play to the upside. And it starts to hold. Well, it's already above 25. But anyway, let me get on down. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.